Hello, welcome back everybody. This is me from Nakanjo. Yes, it has been a while again, but I'm back because Hololive Alternative second teaser has just arrived 23 hours ago. So yeah, we'll be reacting to Hololive Alternative second teaser. Reaction will be starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay. Oke, Suise, Aski, Nene, the old Nepalabos, Ame, Risu Watame. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Toa. Toa and Mel. Oh, Ina. There you go. The Cthulhu. Yofi and Muna. Ooh. Hachama. Oh, in the song. I hear Iris and Suise. Okay, that's Subaru. Oh, this is Muna. Yeah, that's Muna. Oh, Botan. Oh, Lami. You got ice powers. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, don't eat that. Don't eat that watame. Ooh. Yeah. The visual as always beautiful. Whoa, who is that? Who is this? Who is this? Okay, so that's Sora. Oh, so we get to see a different perspective. But yeah, that was Hololive Alternative. Right, so yeah, that was my, of course, initial reactions. Yeah, definitely the visual was, as always, it's insane. Definitely the team who work on this did a great job. But yeah, now we will come to analyzing frame by frame of every single thing that is happening on this, this trailer, because there's a lot of new things that happen, you know. So of course we'll be going to the analysis. So yeah, first things first, I wanna analysis the interesting frames on this trailer. So first and foremost, we have what it seems to be Aski and Suise on a port, and I think this particular scene, right there, if you see the background, there's an anchor, the blue anchor. I think that is where Marine's point of view from the first trailer. So I think this is just the same city but different point of view. Yeah, they are preparing for, I think it was a concert, right? A concert. Aski and Suise, which is of course fitting because both of them are four of the singers in this PV. Next up we have, yes, the snake in which the Nepolabo, which is the 5th gen, will hunt for. No, the text here, I don't know. It says Dodekai snake. I think it's a wanted, only alive. Yes, even though it's all with the symbols, it's still pretty easy to read. So yeah, Dodekai snake, which just means like really big snake, right? That's interesting. And next up we have, all the 5 gens together. There's Nene goofing around in the background with Polka. Botan and Nami's, dynamic here is being shown. Mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? And it seems to be like an ancient ruin or something. And then in the background, the light beam. Now I think that is Kanata's place, because if you remember from the previous PV trailer, she was dropping down from the sky, and then there's a beam of light, right? So I think this is like a different perspective from that. And a different perspective from this trailer, it's always gonna be showing. So next up we have, of course, Risu. My proud. Finally Gen 1 Indonesia, and of course Gen 5 and the others, as well, like Hollow Myth. Finally they are an anime, an actual anime, and of course the background is beautiful as well. Congratulations to the animators. Next up we have Watame, which on this perspective I think she is right, forward on Luna's castle, because Luna is an actual princess in there, right? She's an actual Ojo. So that's her castle, and I think this is Watame with her, all of her, water mates, her fans, watermelons, chugging along, just having some good time. And then we have, now this is, I think, the most interesting part. One of the most interesting part is because this character, now from what I've heard, this is either this is us representation in the game, I think. It's called Yu-chan, which is Yu, and her companion kind of reminds me of, which later I'm gonna be showing her companion as well. Kind of reminds me of someone from the Destiny series. Now next up we have Toa and Mel, and I think Shion's is witch's lab or something like that. Just brewing some potions or something like that. It's interesting. Then here we have some cute moments with look at that that surprise face, and Mel being lewd as ever, just freaking like kapu her tail, you know what I'm saying? Then next up we have Ina, which is I think on either the same place or on her own place, and of course she being the Cthulhu priestess that she is, coincidentally enough in the released tentacles from her books, because that's her lore. And of course there's the ink from the tentacle itself, which is a nice addition to the to the realism or some like that. And then here we have surprise Muna face with Eofi as well. Congratulations again, Gen 1 Indonesia, for showing up. As an Indonesian myself, I'm kind of happy, what I'm saying. But they've been waiting a long time for this, and finally, they become an anime. And of course, look at Muna's face. I mean, come on, that's just funny. Surprise, pop face. And then we have, of course, Amelia, and if you see again, Risu and Hachima, which I think she's gonna make some food, maybe. Though I think the difference between, obviously we know Hachima's cooking. Everybody knows about Hachima's cooking. But I think in these PV, or is that lore, I think she's an actual good cook. And I know that probably in real life she can actually cook, but she just make those types of videos, what I'm saying. And then you have, Amelia either chasing Risu, or just looking from the back, or just interested about her physiology or biology. Anyway, moving on again. There you go, we got Aski and Suisei on top of, I think, some platforming. Already setting up all those amps. And there you go, they're ready for it. And then we have Luna, of course, being the princess that she is in a castle, enjoying some sweets, being cute, being adorable as always. Luna Knight is probably out there somewhere in the castle, guarding their princess. Shout outs, like I said, all the fans. And then we have Subaru right here with her own, because I think I remember that she said that she doesn't want to become a duck, but I think it's cute that they at least implemented the duck, as a means of transport, I guess. And I know you know, and all of these ducks right here, if you see little details about them, the big duck has her cap, all right, and the other one don't have. It's interesting. So I think this is, I think, her own personal duck or something like that. So yes. Then we have Callie here sharing a moment with Kiara as well. You know, just eating some chickens, you know, Tori. It's really cute. Now we have another one, which is Gura and probably her friends, the shrimps, surfing around in the beach. And as per usual, you know, the glistening effect on here, like the lighting, beautiful as always. And then we now, if you see this image, you're probably wondering, or for people who doesn't know Hololive, maybe they look at Nene and be like, oh yeah, she's kind of aloof or something like that, which is true, she is aloof. But with this image, I can already imagine what she's saying, and it's like, what is she doing? You know what I'm saying? And she has a fish rod, I think, a fish rod. It's interesting. So she becomes the very definition of a bait for the snake, which is of course, and a very in character for her. And then next we have Polka, and of course, being from the circus, she obviously gonna use some of her circus skills. Now I don't know what are those swings are called, so I'm just gonna present the swings, swinging on the jungle, you know. And then she throws what it looks like to be a bomb. I think it's a bomb. I can't read kanji, even though I understand a little bit of Japanese. But I still couldn't read the moon runes, baby. So I think that's a bomb. And my personal favorite frame on all these, my personal favorite, because I'm a huge, recently I'm a huge Botan fan, and we have confirmation of FPS Botan in the trailer, in the lore. Yeah, she's a hunter, which is great, you know. And again, you know, I mean, look at her, I mean, first and foremost, she has the drip, she has the gun, and she's pretty, you know, beautiful. So, moving on. And of course, look at that precious smile that, you know, I just want to protect. Okay, moving on. We have Lammy here showcasing her powers, because I think back way back then, she wants to have some ice powers, I think, right? Because that's what she says on a stream. And I think this, I'm sorry, because, you know, I take all these pictures and then split it up, but I think this is like a bow or something like that, and she shoots like, there you go, that's some, what is it called? I forgot what is it called. Like, you know, when a close-up of Lammy, of course. There you go. And then here she's firing all those icicles to the front. It's just really dynamic looking. And then we have probably a big implication of, I think, because this is like lore, right? This is not the real, like, in Hololive in general. Obviously I'm waiting for like Gen 6 to be in the lore, but this, on the other hand, it makes me interested. Is Asuki on the same plane as Iris? Because we know from the lore, right, Iris, you know, used to be like a destroyer, right? She has the destroyer side, she has the angel side. So I think this is the time where she destroys, and because lore as well, Aki is from the future, right? Elf from the future, so yeah, obviously this is just interesting. And of course, you know, there's a little dancing scene right here, and of course, look at that, look how beautiful Aki look, bro. Enough said. And I know for a fact that when Coefficient, you know, big fan of him as well, been looking at this content for a while, you know, been following his streams as well. I think he's gonna be, you know, very delightful to watch, you know, Aki getting a little snippet of her dance moment in this trailer. And then moving on, we have Kiara right here. Still with Callie, obviously, having a battle, it seems. Because we all know that that is a tsundere, Sun to, Kiara. And obviously this is also showcasing that this trailer, there's some things that they took from, the community as well, like, the shipping and some things like that. And it's great, it's really great that they, at least, well, I mean, we know they acknowledge it, but it's just like, yeah, it's good to see that they switch it in a way that is not like, too imposing, I guess is the word. But anyway, that's a good one. And then the next one we have, of course, all the holo IDs. Obviously I'm going to show all of them here. We got Happy Yofi, Happy Muna, Barisu, and of course Muna is one of the singers as well for this PV. Congratulations, what I'm saying? Congratulations to them all, honestly. Then we have Watame, just probably singing a lullaby for all of her fans, and all her fans are just comfy. It's just comfy time, and they sleep. You know what I'm saying? And then we have, I think, now this is also interesting because if you see right here, right, Hachama giving food to Watame. Obviously, now if it's the real, quote unquote real, as in not in the anime form, don't eat that. Don't eat that. That's the meme, basically, right? But if you look at the background, there is this huge ass sword. It's an ice sword, crystal sword, I don't know. But if you know from the previous Hololive alternative trailer, this is where Matsuri is. Well, Matsuri is on the other side. So I think this is like, the sword is like a border, I think, because there's a wall. As you can see, there's a wall. So I think it's a border between quote unquote real world and the fantasy world. You know what I'm saying? Fantasy world. So yeah, it's interesting. Now we have Gura and Ame sharing a time in the beach, as well as we know they are very, very close friends. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool seeing them like this. Now we have Ina, just showing up, popping boop, from the portal, showcasing her powers, of course, and all the tentacles, saying hi. You know what I'm saying? And we have, Aski and Suisei again on the Marines' place. But I think this is just in the nighttime, so it's different. And we have, of course, Luna and Subaru, which is from the recent stream. They have a very, very close dynamic with each other. And I didn't tell you guys, but in the trailer, the duck actually falls, right? So it's a good attention to detail that he has a plaster on his head, because he should probably conk his head, you know what I'm saying, from dropping so high. And if you guys are still watching this video, thank you. But let's just continue on. Now we have Mel and Toa doing some magic, with their magic wands. Obviously, it's an interesting world as well. It's like a I don't know. In the background, it looks like a glass or something like that. Then we have, of course, Hachama and Watame sleeping with each other. Very, very adorable, cute. Then we have again all the IDs here with their paintings done, because of course Yofi paints them. They're done and they're very, very excited. Then we have Aski again 5 after beating the snake. And look, Polka just using I think I don't know what is the English word for it, I forgot. But in Indonesia it's called seruling, right? And then we have, of course, Lami and Enebing. And look at Botan. Botan, she seriously mummify her own gun. It's cool. Then we have Kiara again on the beach, with all of the hollow myth together. Ina with the squid in the background. And then we have this, Yuchan, and this is Hollow Earth. Hollow Earth, confirm. And then now, there is a few words here that, I can't probably, I can probably see. Now in here, and this is where the interesting part. So, if you see this frame right here, there's some Japanese words, either maybe Chinese. I know it's mostly Japanese, and it's basically all the moments from previous like trailers, previous PV and this PV as well. There's Okayo Korone, Utame, Amelia Nene. But for the Roboco one, it's interesting because it's all filled with it's probably like a coordinate, longitude, latitude, like that shit. Yeah, and it's just a bunch of numbers. And then, of course, the only one that I understand, because I'm Indonesian, it's this one. Coret-coret dinding kota. It's either Tua or Lua. I don't know, right? Because it looks like an L. But there you go, the Hollow Earth TV. Now, this frame, right? This is just cool. It's the scenery that they took in. It's really, really breathtaking. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm going to say, this dude, this companion that you have here, is literally the Destiny, which is the game, the FPS games. Is the Guardians? They have these little things, right? That's basically them. It's the same design and everything. Which is, it kind of takes me back to when I still played the game. So yeah, those are the companions that you have. It's probably companions or like a camera, a walking camera or something like that. Then we have another closer up look of it. And then we are finishing it off with Sora. So I think that Yuchan was probably the person where Sora smiles to at the end of the first teaser, where she turns around and smiles, and I think she smiles to us, and there you go. As you can see, that's the frame right there with the camera. That's Yuchan, obviously, and that's the end. Well, yes. So guys, if you like I said again, if you have been sticking along with this video, being very, very patient, I'm very, very grateful, obviously. And if you guys are interested with my other content, I've been trying to make more contents, but it's just rough times, and still in school and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know that all those are excuses, something like that. But I just have those days, rough days. Because we all have rough days. But Hololive has been making our hearts at ease. Congratulations against the Hollow Myth, Hollow ID, and other people as well who's in the project. Congratulations to them. Obviously they make amazing content as always, and hopefully we will get some new news about all this Hollow Earth situation, right? So if you guys still watching, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys when next time. See you guys.